Take 283. Oh, we're not? Okay. So today we're going to learn how to give this woman a cracked face. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to get an image of a woman, and then you're going to get a picture of some paint cracking. Any picture will do. And you're going to use the move tool, and you're just going to drag the paint over to the woman. Okay, so after you move the cracked paint onto the woman image, you can just get rid of the cracked paint because you don't need that anymore. So on the cracked paint image layer, you can go ahead and call that cracked paint, change the name of the layer. And then to the layer, you're going to go ahead and change the opacity to 50. So that way you can see through it and see where the face is of the woman. So on the cracked paint, you're going to want to hit Control T, Command T on the Mac, and transform the size of the cracked wall to fit around the face of the woman. And you can even rotate it if you hover above the middle dots. Rotate it however you want it to fit on her face. And try to avoid covering her eyes with cracks. You can even right click and choose flip horizontal to give it a different view. You're going to make sure you leave a little extra space outside of her head, so then you have enough where we're going to warp later to make it really curved to her face. So you're just going to hit check, OK, for the transformation. Okay, after you get the transformation you need, go ahead and we're going to transform again. But this time, okay, cannot use this tool. We're going to select cracked paint here. We're going to transform again, right click, and go to warp. You're just going to drag the corners in, because right now it just looks like a wall, because it's flat. This is really starting the bending process
Take this picture.
Make it curve to her face. And you can actually choose how much you want on the subject. You can adjust it however much you want. Try to avoid putting it on her eyes once again. Make it easier at the end. And I'm going to go ahead and drag this in here. Okay. That looks good. So I'm just going to enter. Okay, now that I got the transformation done, I'm going to change the opacity of the layer to 100 again. And now you can see it's really starting to curve. And now we go to Filter and go down to Liquify. And this brings up this box. And now we are going to have to select Show Backdrop down here. And we're going to choose Background so we can see the subject's face. And we're going to go ahead and use Behind and change the opacity. You can change the opacity to however much you want, but we're going to keep it low so we can see the wall. That looks good. Okay, then you're just going to use the Forward Warp tool, very first tool. And you're just going to click and drag down, and the wall will start to curve into the subject's face. And you can adjust the brush size. Very large brush, it works pretty well. But I suggest using small strokes to avoid messing up. Also, you can adjust your brush density. To the higher the density, the more effects it'll have on the image. Nice and close. I'm just gonna hit OK. Continuation. Delete this segment. So after you do the liquefying that you need to be done, you're going to want to change on the cracked paint layer. You want to change the mode from normal to multiply. And that's going to make the wall more transparent so you can see the subject's face. And then you're going to need to zoom in, select your eraser tool, and erase around her face, parts that are not on her face. And also, you'll want to erase anything that's on her eyes and on her mouth. And there you go. You have a finished cracked face.